Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this Friday edition of Thoroughbred Action from beautiful and sunny Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you from the apron. We've got a lot to bring you on tonight's show. Can you believe it? January 5th already as we send it on up to track announcer Pete Aiello.
Another beautiful day here in South Florida with temperatures in the upper 50s, a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf course for the Friday card. First race of the afternoon over the turf at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. A field of 7. Favorites included 1, Cashless Society, and 7, Mojo's Queen. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start outside from Meant to Be Mine, who's trying to cross over and lead the way from Mojo's Queen, who's on the outside second. Hold That Kitten comes out of there third. Cashless Society just slammed on the brakes. In between horses, that's Kiss the Crown, racing only about 3 lengths off the lead, followed by Southern and Sassy and Cashless Society. And Be Sure Lisa's last of all with less than half a mile to go. They swing to the far turn. The leader is Meant to Be Mine by a length. On the outside, Mojo's Queen a bit closer. Second, back to third is Hold That Kitten. In stride fourth is Kiss the Crown. 3 back to Southern and Sassy ahead of Cashless Society, and Be Sure Lisa is last. They run to the top of the stretch now, and up front, Meant to Be Mine has the lead. Mojo's Queen launching an attack on her outside second. Off cover and Kiss the Crown with Hold That Kitten next, followed by Southern and Sassy as they wheel for home with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Meant to Be Mine set down for the drive with Hold That Kitten offering a stretch challenge on the inside. Here's Hold That Kitten getting to Meant to Be Mine. Cashless Society on late. Meant to Be Mine's almost there. Meant to Be Mine holds on to win it. Hold That Kitten was second, Cashless Society third, then Southern and Sassy in 57-2. Number 6, Meant to Be Mine, the morning line favorite, was actually sent off as the third choice, but she got the job done under aggressive handling from Edgard Zayas for trainer Kathleen O'Connell and owners Double T Racing and Kathleen O'Connell. It was 3, Hold That Kitten, who was second, ahead of the 1, Cashless Society, who came running to get third. To the second race and the start of the early pick 4, 5.5 furlongs the trip, maiden claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 4, Driven to the Max, a field of 7. The favorites were 1, Admirable Kiss, and 2, Little Plumber. And they're off. Little Plumber blasts away to take a clear advantage from Macho Blue, who gets away to race in second. Out of their third is Admirable Kiss. Dockyard is fourth. Down inside, that's Pure Style from fifth. Then KK's Revolver and Hansa as they head to the half-mile pole. The speed of the speed is Little Plumber. He leads a length and a half. Admirable Kiss is pocketed up down inside. Bracketing that horse is Macho Blue on the outside second. Then it's a gap of another 3 lengths back to Pure Style, who runs on from fourth. Hansa's underway inside of Dockyard, and the trailer is now KK's Revolver. Less than 5/16 to go. Little Plumber has the lead a length and a quarter. Admirable Kiss second. Macho Blue third. These top 3 well clear of the others, led by Hansa, who improves inside of Pure Style. Then KK's Revolver and Dockyard as they run to the top of the stretch. Little Plumber off the turn with the advantage. Admirable Kiss set down after the leader second. 3 back to Macho Blue, who did not go on. Hansa's fourth. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Little Plumber shortening up. Admirable Kiss right alongside. And Admirable Kiss now runs by the leader. It's Admirable Kiss and jockey Luis Saez kicking away. Admirable Kiss to win it as the public pick by 2 in the end. Little Plumber second, Hansa third. Macho Blue finished fourth. Favorites run 1-2 to kick off the early pick 4 with number 1, Admirable Kiss, pouncing on Little Plumber inside the final furlong and rallying for the score in his second career outing under Luis Saez for trainer Angel Rodriguez and owner Frank Calabrese. 2, Little Plumber has a very quick first gear. He ended up second again today, ahead of number 3, Hansa, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the Friday card rolls on. Don't go away.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by 2 guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NEC champion.
And
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
we're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon, a 1-mile maiden claiming event. This race on turf. Price tag here was $50,000. A field of 7 signed on. The favorite was the 5, Miss Munnings. And they're off. Toward the rail. Fast Mama begins nicely up on the far outside. She's Always Ready is moving to challenge, and She's Always Ready will cross and clear from the outside gate and lead the way under Louise Saez by a length and a half. Fast Mama is together with Miss Munnings second and third. Rain back and forth is Peace Front. She's now about 4 lengths off the lead for Castellano. Sunfest is in the 3 path, now moving over to the 2 path as dropping to the rail was Sympathetic second last, and the early trailer is Front Row Debbie. Around the first turn they go. She's Always Ready is loose up front, leads by 3. Fast Mama's racing in second. Miss Munnings is third. At the inside, that's Peace Front from fourth. She's now moving up toward the rail under Javier Castellano. She's all the way up into a joint second. Behind the leader, She's Always Ready. Miss Munnings is now fourth. Sympathetic at the rail fifth. Out of last is Front Row Debbie, and now the trailer is Sunfest as they go to the final half mile. Opening quarter was 22-4. The half mile was 47-1. As they slowed it down in the second quarter after posting a sharp initial split, the leader is still She's Always Ready. Peace Front is on the attack. Fast Mama's 3 wide. Sympathetic is running on from fourth. The favorite Miss Munnings is now fifth. Put to a ride next is Front Row Debbie, and Sunfest is last as Peace Front is now first. Peace Front at the quarter pole with the advantage. Miss Munnings wheels to the outside under Nick Juarez to try to get to the leader after 3 quarters in 1:11-3. Sympathetic follows her way through now. And Sympathetic's in the hunt as the favorite Miss Munnings takes on Peace Front, who's all in. Miss Munnings strides to the lead now. Peace Front is back to second. Sympathetic is third. Late run outside from Front Row Debbie. It's Miss Munnings with the lead. Peace Front is back for more. Peace Front back for more and back for more to win it. Peace Front came back to nail Miss Munnings, who had no excuse while second. Front Row Debbie was third.
Number 5, Miss Munnings appeared to have it all sewed up inside the final furlong as her momentum powered her to the front, but Javier Castellano and the Daughter of War Front, Peace Front, had something to say about it as they battled right back to get the victory for trainer Chad Brown and owners and breeders Waterford Stable. 5, Miss Munnings was second ahead of the 6, Front Row Debbie, who ran third. To the 4th race now at 1 mile over the main track, starter allowance optional claiming event. Claiming price here was $10,000. Field of 7 off-time favorites included 1, Moonshine Promise, and 7, Amaluna.
And they're off. Good start for Glorious Moment, who's being ridden for the early lead. Moonshine Promise comes away in the top flight, and Amaluna races in third early from Battletail in fourth. So the 4 favorites out 1, 2, 3, 4. Long shots, Emma are on the outside in Felina's Song with Miss Visconti, and at the inside, Breakaway at the back. So as they run out of the chute, the leader is Glorious Moment. Now she's going to try to back down the early pace. From the outside, Moonshine Promise is in second. From third, it's Amaluna. Moving into fourth is Miss Visconti, ahead of Battletail in fifth, behind a 24-2 opening quarter. The 2 at the back are Felina's Song and Breakaway, with 5 furlongs left to go. Glorious Moment at Misael Jaramillo by a neck. On the outside, it's Erad Ortiz Jr. on Moonshine Promise second. Miss Visconti is third. Battletail is fourth. Amaluna Park 3 wide while fifth, racing ahead of Breakaway, and the trailer is Felina's Song. Less than half a mile to go. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Here's a serious move from Moonshine Promise, who now moves to a narrow lead, but Glorious Moment is up to the task and right back at her. 3 lengths back to Amaluna in third. Battletail is fourth. Miss Visconti not picking up her feet while fifth, ahead of Breakaway and the trailer Felina's Song. They run past the 5/16. Now there's a quarter of a mile left to go. Glorious Moment working overtime with Moonshine Promise, the veteran, on the outside, and Moonshine Promise takes the lead again after 3 quarters. In 1:12-1, it's Moonshine Promise in front. Right back at her, Glorious Moment is still game while second. Battletail chimes into it again third. Final furlong, Glorious Moment, some kind of game, and battles right back to take the lead. Back to second is Moonshine Promise, then it's Battletail. Glorious Moment and Battletail lunging late. Here's the line, photo finish. Glorious Moment didn't deserve to lose, but it's too close to tell if she did in 1:38-3.
Super exciting finish in today's 4th race. In the end, number 2, Glorious Moment, did hold on for a well-deserved victory. She took all the heat early, went quick, and held on for the score under Misael Jaramillo for trainer Jorge Navarro, who runs 1-2 in this race. Glorious Moment owned by Robert Donaldson. The other Navarro runner, 5, Battletail, was second ahead of 1, Moonshine Promise, who loomed boldly, but had to settle for third. To the 5th race now, start of the Rainbow 6 at 5 furlongs on turf. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $50,000. A field of 8 signed on. Off-time favorite was number 5, Blue Chip Prospect.
And they're off. Step slow to begin was Rider of the Blue. It was a good start for Blue Chip Prospect and Scribe, and they hook up and fly early. It's Blue Chip Prospect with the lead 3/4 of a length over Scribe, and these two have sped away to a 7-length advantage over Courageous Dreamer, who's racing in third. Up on the outside and improving to now take third is Magic Gus. Then down at the inside, it's Bragg Dude, followed out wide by 10 Cause. Down at the inside goes Pirate Beach, and Rider of the Blue is left behind last as Blue Chip Prospect has the lead. It's Blue Chip Prospect and Jose Ortiz by 2. Scribe is on a rebid second. Racing into third is Magic Gus with 4 lengths to make up, 3 clear of Bragg Dude, then Pirate Beach, and they're at the top of the stretch. Blue Chip Prospect has the lead. Up into second is Scribe. Down the outside and trying to spoil the party is Magic Gus third with 1/8 of a mile to go. Blue Chip Prospect still the leader. Scribe is dead game, trying to make ground. Blue Chip Prospect has the lead. Scribe one more time. Blue Chip Prospect is in front. Blue Chip Prospect will win it. Scribe second, Magic Gus third, Pirate Beach ran fourth ahead of Bragg Dude fifth in 56-2.
Rainbow Six starts with a winning favorite as number 5 Blue Chip Prospect has an early tussle with Scribe, puts him away and rolls for the score under Jose Ortiz for breeder and owner John Brown. Jane Sibeli the winning conditioner. It was 6 Scribe who fired a big shot in his career debut to get second ahead of long shot 7 Magic Gus who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the late pick 5 right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. It was the start of today's late pick 5. 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. Field of 7 signed on. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. A step slow to begin was Bordini, and check back to last was My Friend. Good start for Visionary Ruler with Jewel Heist down at the rail. 3 wide. Fundy's Tides on the attack. These 3 fly. 2.5 in front of Izzy the Warrior. Then Atizapan, a gap of 2 to Bordini. And the trailer is My Friend. They swing now to the far turn. On up front, Jewel Heist has the lead. 3 wide is Fundy's Tide from between horses, Visionary Ruler. Racing from 4th is Izzy the Warrior. Bordini tries to get underway from 5th. He's about 5 lengths off the lead, 3 in front of My Friend. And Atizapan is last as they make their way to the final 3 furlongs. Up front, Jewel Heist by ahead. 3 wide, Fundy's Tide from between horses, Visionary Ruler. Izzy the Warrior trying to get out with Bordini on the far outside. That's all for Visionary Warrior. He's the first to give way as they run to the top of the stretch. Izzy the Warrior muscles off the cover now to take the lead. Back to second is Jewel Heist over the top in Bordini. A late run from My Friend on the rail with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Bordini still coming. Bordini at Izzy the Warrior. Izzy the Warrior is in front. Bordini takes another run at him. It's Bordini on the outside, surging to the lead. Bordini and Montalvo to win it. Izzy the Warrior is second. Jewel Heist third. Fourth, My Friend.
New trainer to the Winter Colony here in Gulfstream Park is Cheryl Weinbaugh coming in from Chicago. All of her horses have run well so far, but this one gets the victory today as number 6 Bordini makes his second start in South Florida, a winning one under Carlos Montalvo for owner Kenneth Fishbein. It was 2 Izzy the Warrior who was second ahead of the 1 Jewel Heist who ran third. To the 7th race in the leadoff leg of today's late pick 4 at the main track distance of 6.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $50,000. Rider change on 6, trio of champions to Edgar Perez. Race time favorite was number 7, Florida Cotton.
And they're off. The favorite Florida Cotton wins the break, but here's Trio of Champions being centaured by Edgar Perez, and Trio of Champions will land in front. That's okay with Florida Cotton, who will take a flanking position while second. For the Gipper is down inside third. Wave on Wave is now between horses in fourth, working ahead of Houdini Affair and Lookin' Savvy. Then it's Ride on Faith racing ahead of Diplomatic Shaft, and Blake's Lucky Star is last of all as 60-1 Bomber. Trio of Champions shows the way. Trio of Champions a length and a quarter behind its opening quarter in 22-4. Florida Cotton on the attack second. For the Gipper is now third. From between horses, Wave on Wave. Back fifth is Houdini Affair, starting to improve for Leparoux. Then it's a gap of 3 to Lookin' Savvy ahead of Blake's Lucky Star. Ride on Faith not firing his best shot, and Diplomatic Shaft is last as they move to the top of the stretch. They move now with less than 5/16 to run. Florida Cotton comes away with the lead, immediately tackled by Houdini Affair on the outside. Back to third, Trio of Champions. Back to fourth is For the Gipper. He's looking for racetrack, and they're at the top of the stretch. Luca Panici sets down Florida Cotton with 3/16 to get. For the Gipper ducks to his inside to try to make ground when it matters. Back to third in Houdini Affair. Final furlong, Florida Cotton has something in the tank here, and he has the lead. For the Gipper not going down without a fight, but Florida Cotton has the lead. Florida Cotton wins. Second For the Gipper, well clear of Houdini Affair. Third, close for fourth, Wave on Wave, and Ride on Faith.
Bettors wise to the ability of the son of High Cotton, Florida Cotton, who was 5-1 on the morning line, but went favored and delivered the money under jockey Luca Panici for trainer Barry Croft and owners Ed Frady and Hart Breeders. Florida Cotton wins, second start off the layoff. Number 4 For the Gipper was second ahead of the 9 Houdini Affair, who ran third. We move now to the 8th race in the leadoff leg of the late pick 3 at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. Field of 7 signed on. The favorites included 1 Last Kiss and 5 Working Carol K.
And they're off. Murray's Girl are off a step slow. Good start for Atania between horses. Princess Victoria and True Motion have speed. Tayuna's away racing in fourth. And Last Kiss, the 2 at the back are the stablemates, Working Carol K and Murray's Girl. Down the backstretch they go, and up front now it's Carlos Jimenez and True Motion, who opened a length and a half lead on Atania, who's racing in second. Last Kiss moving to the 2 path to race on from third. Working Carol K between horses, out wide Murray's Girl, then Tayuna and Princess Victoria as they fly around the far turn. The opening quarter was complete in 22-4, and at 25-1, it's still True Motion who has a clear lead, 3 lengths in front. Second is stablemate Atania from third and Last Kiss. Gap of 4 to Tayuna. The rest are dropping far behind the leader as they run with a quarter of a mile left to go. Luis Duco 1-2 and trying to spring the upset. Up front, the leader is True Motion by 2. From second, Atania. Last Kiss starts to launch a bit on the outside, and Panici has her in high gear now, trying to get to this long shot True Motion. True Motion set down by Carlos Jimenez. Last Kiss on the outside. Here's a late save from the rail, and Princess Victoria rolling home. Princess Victoria has all the momentum, and she shoots to the front. Princess Victoria and Luis Saez going away. Last Kiss second, True Motion third, Atania fourth, then Working Carol K.
Number 3, Princess Victoria, was part of the early scrum, dropped back, and then rolled again. She gets the victory in pretty game fashion under aggressive handling from leading rider Luis Saez, who gets his second winner of the day. This one for Leone Racing Stable and trainer Jonathan Apocalypse. Number 1, Last Kiss, was second ahead of long shot True Motion. In the racing debut at Gulfstream for Carlos Jimenez, she set the pace and had to settle for third. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the 9th race in the late daily double right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 9 on the program. Start of the late daily double, 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Maiden claimers in for a $50,000 price tag. Scratch number 8, Love to Chair. A field of 7 and a wide open betting race.
And they're off. Good start outside for My Candy Forest, moving between horses. La Pubella marching forward to the front, and Miss Alifant is not far away. In fact, she's now challenging for the lead as well as they race into the first turn. It will be Miss Alifant who comes away with the lead from Close the Deal, who moves through to be a joint second alongside La Pubella. Newman's Fast Girl is a joint fourth. On her outside is Pointed Lee. Then back to My Candy Forest, and 4 to the trailer, Blue Whale. They make their way into the backstretch at 9-5. Miss Alifant has secured the lead, and she's actually doing it pretty well up front. She leads by a length now over La Pubella's second. Close the Deal is pocketed up third. Racing from fourth is Pointed Lee, then Newman's Fast Girl at the inside behind a 23-4 opening quarter. Second last is My Candy Forest, and then it's a length and a half to Blue Whale, who's seventh and last with little over half a mile to go. Up front, Miss Alifant leads by a neck. Turning up the pressure, La Pubella was second. Now on the outside in third is Pointed Lee. At the inside fourth is Close the Deal ahead of Newman's Fast Girl. Still at the back, Blue Whale, and My Candy Forest as now the pace quickens as they round the far turn. 49 seconds flat for that opening half mile. La Pubella quickening up the leader, Miss Alifant up front. Close the Deal. Looks like she's got some horse, needs some place to go for Irad Ortiz Jr. Racing third and about 3 lengths off the lead. Newman's Fast Girl going to try to thread the needle inside with Pointed Lee sent 3 wide, and they're at the top of the stretch. Miss Alifant has the lead. La Pubella, Newman's Fast Girl got a beautiful split. She followed Close the Deal, and now she's closing ground with an eighth of a mile to go. Miss Alifant is digging in. Newman's Fast Girl surging on the outside. It's Miss Alifant and Newman's Fast Girl. Newman's Fast Girl hits the front. Newman's Fast Girl and Tyler Gaffleone win it. Miss Alifant was second. La Pubella third. Close the Deal fourth. Then Pointed Lee in 1:31.3.
Perfect turf trip today from jockey Tyler Gaffleone, who followed the move of Irad Ortiz Jr. on the 1 Close the Deal. When the 1 left the rail, up the rail went Newman's Fast Girl. She got into the clear and she rolled home for the victory for owner-trainer Steve Dwoskin. Number 2, Miss Alifant ran a great race while second ahead of the 3, La Pubella was third. 10th and final race at about 7.5 furlongs over the turf. An allowance optional claiming event for Florida breds with a field of 9 signed on. Final race favorite was number 4, Driven by Thunder.
And runners away. My Taiwan On bobbled at the start. The favorite, Driven by Thunder, wins the break and tries to establish the lead from He's the One, who runs with him in the early stages. Matanzas Inlet and Thoristic come away third and fourth. Then down at the inside, Switched is now away racing in fifth and about 4 lengths off the pace setter, 3 in front of Without Remorse. My Taiwan On is on his outside. Second last is Mr. Pinocchio, and Salute the Colonel is ninth and last as they round the first turn. They head into the backstretch now, and on the outside, He's the One takes it to the inside horse and favorite, Driven by Thunder. A length and a half back to Thoristic alongside Matanzas Inlet. Then 3 to Switch. My Taiwan on his outside. Without Remorse is about 6 lengths off the pace setter ahead of Salute the Colonel, and Mr. Pinocchio is last. The opening quarter was 24 seconds flat as they go to inside final half mile of the contest. He's the One on the outside, puts ahead in front, Driven by Thunder right back at him. Racing in third is Matanzas Inlet. Thoristic will need a way through. He's close enough, if good enough, under Edgar Zayas. A length and a half better than My Taiwan On, who got around Switched. Without Remorse trying to pick a path between horses. Salute the Colonel is 3 wide, and the trailer is still Mr. Pinocchio with less than a quarter of a mile to go. 3 wide, Matanzas Inlet now attacks Driven by Thunder. Thoristic trying to work into the clear. My Taiwan On and Without Remorse are right there with an eighth of a mile to go. Driven by Thunder still there. In fact, he leads a length and a half again. Toward the inside, Thoristic down the center, Without Remorse with Salute the Colonel. In deep stretch, Driven by Thunder trying to get home. Thoristic with a late surge. Driven by Thunder all the way. Driven by Thunder took a licking and kept on ticking in 1:30 flat.
Number 4, Driven by Thunder, had pressure every step of the way, but was up to the task, prevailing in deep stretch under jockey John Velasquez for trainer Todd Pletcher and owners Rapoli Stable. It was 1 Thoristic second ahead of 7 Without Remorse, who ran third. Late pick 5 worth more than $5,000 for just a 50-cent wager. 20-cent Rainbow 6 worth $9,211.32. That means we had multiple winning wagers. Triggers a carryover into Saturday's action of more than $1.1 million.
And that's it, another 10-race card in the books. We are set for a gigantic weekend here at Gulfstream Park, including tomorrow, Saturday, 11 races in all. We'll kick off a little afternoon, 5 stakes, including the 3-year-old restricted Mucho Macho Man. It's going to be a great weekend. We'll see you out here at the old GP by the Sea.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. tell you, Jack, I'm so tired